Back in the 80s, man, I had a friend, older friend of mine. You know, we used to go to the skating rink, and he was like, "Hey, man, we're gonna go to a teen club." I was like, "Are there gonna be girls there?" Like, "Yes, let's go." And then there was a circle going on, and I just watched, man. And I jumped in once, and everybody got like, "Whoa, yeah!" And I was like, "Oh my God, this is awesome." And I was like 14. I didn't get comfortable. I think from 14 to 15, I went to clubs and just watched. I wouldn't get in a circle at all. I was petrified, man. I would say I didn't get comfortable dancing in circles or like used to it till I was like, I danced with friends, but then I'll watch the circle or get in a circle with friends. But like to go into a club that I didn't know anybody and just jump in a circle, that did not happen until I was like 17, 18, I think, man. You know, because it was like, I'm not jumping in there. Those dudes are good. You know what I mean? So yeah, I understand. I think everybody has been there. Like, don't think, you know, some dancers go to the club and they see people like freestyle and they're like, know that everybody's been there. I don't think I don't know many people who just seen it and jumped in. I think they're extraordinary people. Because I saw this circle, I was like, you see a really good dancer go in, like a really good dancer, and you're like, what is? Oh, you just step back like, oh, I don't want none of that. Practice makes perfect. Practice. The meaning that, it's the more you do something, anything, any art, drawing, sculpting, the more you do it, the more answers. Like, you don't need a teacher. Teachers help. Oh God, teachers help so much. But at the end of the day, it's you and your art. And you got to just grind at it. You got to grind at it even when you're bored. It makes you crazy. You don't want to do it. The more you do it, the more answers. The more you get closer to all your answers, your questions being answered. And fear, throw that out the window, man. Throw it out the window. And last but not least, ask yourself, especially young dancers, what are you doing this for? What's the end goal? Is it a hobby? And it's not bad. No answer is wrong. Is it a hobby? Like, what's the 5-year plan? Do you want to dance for an artist? Do you want to own a studio? Ask yourself these questions. You don't want to be older and just I teach at studios, and I'll ask the students, like, so what are you doing? What are you doing this for? They're perpetual students. Don't be a perpetual student. You gotta at one point you gotta leave the nest. What are you gonna do with it? You can only win so many competitions. Like, you know what I mean? So let's say you enter a competition, you win every competition in 1 year. Then what? What are you gonna do with your art? That's a serious question, I think. What are you gonna do with your art?